welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. Anyway, I'm going to start off this video with a bit of a failure. Now, this location here, some more brickworks on the north coast of Anglesey. I got here for sunrise. The intention was to get a nice sunrise shot. A couple of things went wrong. A, there was no sunrise, couldn't see the sun. And the second thing was the gate leading down, or the gate at the top of the track leading down to this location was unfortunately locked, and I don't like to cross over a locked gate, so I left it. I got the drone out though. I got some nice drone footage, and also this image that's going to come up now. It's the end of August and I'm here wearing a hat, so that's good. So I've come over to Anglesey for a couple of days over the bank holiday, just try some long exposure stuff, I guess. I did try and get up this morning for sunrise over another location, but that didn't work out. I couldn't actually get to where I needed to get to, and the sunrise didn't really happen. So I'll come over to another bay. I'm going to try some long exposure. So I'm set up. I'm going to try my 10 stop along with my 6 stop, because I think I'm going to need. I'm trying to get for like a 4-minute exposure. So I've taken a guide reading using the camera without the filters on, and then I'm using an app for the Photo Pills app, just to then calculate what the exposure is going to be with the 6 stop and the 10 stop next to each other. So that gives me about 4 minutes 10 seconds. So I'm going to give that a go, and we'll try it out. Just show you what I'm doing. I'll be doing my usual pointy thing at the screen. So yeah, all I'm trying to do really is just get this kind of triangle that we've got going down here lining up with the sort of the lines at the top of the bay as it leads out to the sea. So yeah, this point is obviously just pointing straight up, roughly on the thirds there, or just below. Yeah, it's probably on the third. So yeah, I'm just going to give that a try. There's not many waves, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but we'll see how it looks. So if it turns out any good, like most people, I'm just going to pop it up on the screen and move on to a different location. So I'll see you shortly. So I was going to pack away and go somewhere else, but then the tide's going out at the minute, which is starting to reveal some other some other subjects. And this is a nice simple photo, I think. Nice simple composition. So I'll just take you into the camera and we'll just take a look. So as you can see, very simple. We've got these 2 stones here, which basically I've got the cliffs either side. Now I think if I was to, you're on 16:9, so I have cropped off a little bit of the sky in the video, but there'll be more sky in the actual photo. You get an idea what it looks like. So nice and simple, kind of less is more really in this one. So 6 seconds, f9, with my lead 10 stop on. So if there's any good, I'll post it up for you. So what you can see me doing here is just setting up for a shot. I'm just at a 4 mile bridge just kind of off Holly Island, and just setting up for a long exposure shot. I've got a yacht, a small dinghy in front of me, sailing dinghy. So I'm just going to, my bag is all the way over there, so because it's all muddy, so I'm walking to and fro a lot and forgetting things. So just setting up with a filter. So I'm just going to put probably put my 6 stop on. This is going to take a little bit of managing because the boat's also moving around in the wind. So I'm just going to have to do probably a couple of shots and just blend them in post. So bear with me while I just get all set up here. Put the filter holder on, filter's in my pocket. Excuse the noises. I'm going to put my 6 stop on and I'll just turn you around and you'll be able to see what I'm looking at and what my thoughts are. So I've just moved you around so you can see what I'm doing rather than looking at the scene. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring into the camera now so you can see what I'm looking at. So I've got the obviously the dinghy roughly there in the centre of the shot at the minute. It's moving around because it's windy and the tide's going out, so it's kind of bobbing about a bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a couple of exposures. I'm going to do one for the sky and the boat, keep those nice and still, so I keep the texture in the clouds because the clouds are looking quite nice. But also I want to do a long exposure so I can kind of smooth out the sea and make it look a bit nicer, in my opinion anyway. So that's how it's looking. So yeah, we've got the boat there, so it is wandering around. You can probably see that on the shot from the camera at the minute. So I'll take the shot. I'll try a couple of exposures anyway on the long side, say 10, 20, 30 seconds, and see how they go. So I've just tried to get the long exposure and I couldn't get the timings I want. So I'm just going to swap out my 6 stop for my 10 stop, and that should give me the longer time that I need. It's actually quite bright today. As you can see, I've got my shades on my head. It was sunny a minute ago, but it's still quite cool. Got my jacket on. But, right, let's go. So even with my 10 stop on, I'm at f22 with a 10-second shutter speed. So that's as slow as I'm going to be able to get it without adding my second filter on. So I'm at f22, 10 seconds, ISO 100. I'm going to focus on the boat. f22, it should really keep everything in focus anyway. But yeah, I'm going to take that shot and I'll post it up when I'm done. I'm just setting up this shot just to go through how I set up for taking a long exposure. Generally I'd use the photo pills app, and what that asked me to do first, take a test shot that's without the filters on, and then once I put in the test shot readings, which was 1/640th of a second, f9, ISO 100, then I put in what filter I'm going to use. So I'm using my 10 stop with a ND6 hard grad as well, because there's quite a lot of light in the sky because the sun's quite high at the minute. So I put all that in and it came out with about 1.6 seconds. But I've taken some trial shots and actually it looks like 3 seconds is actually going to work better for me in terms of the exposure for the sky. So I'm going to take you into the camera now. What I've got it sort of set up so we can actually see it, otherwise it's quite dark. I have to bang the ISO right up and also the f-stop, but it gives you an idea of what we're looking at. Now it's going to look with the filter on. There's not a huge amount of colour in the scene, so it might actually look quite nice black and white, but I'm just going to take you through it. So I've got the house, the lifeboat house with the ramp going down, and you can just see I managed to just move around just so the ramp doesn't intersect with the island that we've got in the background there. And also on the left hand side I can't actually get any separation between the island and these rocks, but that's the best I can get it. So it's probably the best I've got today, or not today, best I can do around this in here. But yeah, I just thought I'd stop by this beach and see what we've got. So that's how it looks, and if it's any good, I should post it up. So here on another beach, just sorting out my tripod. So I'm going to be taking a photo of this church here. So again, I'm going to put my 10 stop filter on, I think, again, just to flatten out some of this sea, because it's a bit murky looking. So I think probably better off trying to just flatten it out again. And it will also complement the sky, which again is a bit murky and just grey and it's quite smooth. So I'll just put that there, and then I'll bring you over to the camera so we can see what we're doing. So I've just moved round, well, moved down actually, a bit closer to the shore, so where the tide's coming in, and I've also centered everything up. So if I just show you on the camera what I've done. What I've basically done is I've centered everything. So I've got my the church is dead center, and the peninsula it's sat on also goes across the centre line. I know we're kind of supposed to work in thirds, but actually this makes a nice simple image because we've got the colour in the sky, we've got the smooth sea. It actually looks quite nice, and it's all very symmetrical, and yeah, I like that. What I might do, I might just try it in thirds just to see how that looks. And I'll put up both images and see how they turn out. Right, first, apologies for the sound if it's not very good. I lost my microphone, my DJI mic. It might be in my bag somewhere, but I can't find it. So I've been back, still can't find it. So heaven knows where it is. So anyway, I've had a really good day here. Other than that, today I've taken plenty of photographs. You will have seen them before I have, so hopefully you've liked them. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks again.